And welcome in, Mustang sports fans. Welcome to a Saturday night football game. Here we are at Mercer Stadium, getting ready to kick off in a minute and 30 seconds. Friendswood Mustangs tonight are going to be playing Kempner. And I know what you're thinking. Where are the baritone sounds of Kirk Lowe? He is not here tonight. Kirk Lowe is on assignment. I'm not sure exactly the assignment that he is doing, but I am Josh Fritz, Coach Fritz, here in with you tonight. I'm joined in the booth by normally our roving reporter, but the past few weeks, he's been with us in the booth. I have none other than Jacob Rich, Friendswood ISD alum. Good to have you, Jacob.
Yes, sir. Good to be up here. You know, love every chance I get to hang out up here in the booth, and excited to have another all redhead broadcast here tonight.
Yeah, wasn't it Redhead Week or Redhead Day this week or something like that?
It might as well have been.
Might as well have been. It's always Redhead Day at my house with, of course, Garrison, Fritz, and myself.
There you go.
Yeah, and of course, your lovely sister,
right,
Annabelle, and yourself there at the homestead. So we're glad to have you guys with us in again tonight as Friendswood is here taking on again Kempner, the 1-5 in district. So this game really doesn't have much meaning except for us going to, got to turn that crowd mic down a little bit. Thank you very much. And of course, we have Cameron Cassie. Without him, we are nothing.
Right, without him, we are not on the air. You beautiful people do not get to hear us.
So. Absolutely, and we're sad to miss our guy Kirk Lowe tonight, but Kirk again is doing some other stuff like I mentioned, and we're looking forward to having him back next week for the playoff game as Friendswood will be heading to A&M Consolidated on that date next Friday night. I think it's 7 o'clock kickoff tonight. We try to post it as soon as we can. A little special kickoff tonight is 6 o'clock, and here it is 1 minute till as we got the clock set for. And it looks like that Kempner is going to receive what it looks like here. And if Kempner's in there kind of their, what would you call that, Jacob? Kind of garnet?
Yeah.
Red? Is that a good color?
Garnet. It's almost maroon, but not quite. Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier. I like their jerseys. I like that color with the gray. It looks pretty good. But I wanted to go back to what you were talking about earlier. You know, we're already in the playoffs. This game doesn't mean a ton, but I really like – I spoke with Kirk earlier this week, and he told me that Coach Johnson plans to, at the very least, have the starters play at least the first half, right? And I think that's really important because you don't want to go into a playoff game with your starters out of rhythm, right? With a week off, you kind of, you kind of fall out of the groove of the season, so to speak. So I'm really glad that Coach Johnson has decided to give the starters some significant playing time tonight. Absolutely.
And last week I thought they looked really good. Mikey Butler was really sharp. I bet his snap to throw ratio or speed was right. Very, very good. Mickey had got some almost unbelievable touchdowns last week, how wide open he was. He came to school this week, and I asked him if he had ever had a game where he was more open, and he said no.
Right. Well, hey, 4 touchdowns. I mean, he was pretty open that game.
Pretty open that game. Yeah, absolutely, for sure. And, of course, Jackson Lee had a good game. Of course, some of it was all for naught because some penalties here and there and things like that. And let me make a quick program note. I was mistaken, incorrect. Friendswood is actually lost the toss. Kempner's choose to kick to them, so Friendswood's going to receive this back. Friendswood in there all white. I like it with the blue helmet, kind of give a little accent.
It looks really crisp, and we've said it before, but I'll say it again. You know, these jerseys kind of remind me of the Colts, but in a good way, you know?
Absolutely.
I really like this combination.
And right off the bat, Kempner does an onside kick, and they get it.
Wow.
The onside kick it is.
Well, I guess you got to be ready for everything, right,
They
Coach?
have nothing to lose and say, why not? Get it. This doesn't mean anything for them, so they're going to go ahead and do that. It's going to give the vaulted Friendswood defense a chance to get on the field. And
right, and speaking of that, vaunted Friendswood what do we have here?
What did he just say? Did it not go 10 yards? Was it legal touching on the kicking team? I thought it went 10 yards.
I didn't think so, but with all the excitement, and everybody jumping around, I thought, okay, maybe I was wrong, but I don't think that the ball traveled 10 yards on that kick.
It may not have.
Well, and it looks like from what I can see, it looks like Friendswood was going to have possession here, so I don't think it traveled 10 yards.
Offsides on the kicking team.
Okay, it was offsides.
Oh.
First down.
Can't start running until the ball gets kicked.
Absolutely. So they ended up getting it. Might have gone 10 yards. That would have been a nice start for Kempner, but they ended up not getting it for the penalty. That's going to mark the ball, looks like, at the 40-yard line for the Mustang offense. Everyone's kind of still looking a little confused.
Right.
Are they going to make them – they're going to re-kick it.
Wow, and what a turn of events right there, Coach.
You think they got the guts to onside it again?
You know what? If they did, I'd be really impressed.
I would be as well. Well, here we are 2 seconds in, already having little flag issues and trying to figure out this thing. Now the return team is now coming back off.
Wow, this is quite the difficult opening sequence to call here, Coach.
It is. Trying to figure out what we're doing here, if they're going to.
And now Kempner's acting like the kicking team's coming back on the field. Okay.
I mean, this is not the first game of the year. You think we'd have this all down by now, right?
Yeah, you'd think we'd have this figured out, but I guess not.
All right, here we go. So they're going to kick them back 5 yards, make them kick it again, and Mustangs are going to do the kick return again, as we said. It seems like yesterday, Jacob, we started the season here at Mercer Stadium all those many 9-10 weeks ago. It seems like it was just yesterday, but here we are, the last regular season game. Glad you guys are kicking in with us. And, of course, Coach Butler is chiming in with us. Thank you, Coach, for listening as always. And, by the way, your daughter played a good game for me on Thursday night. Proud of the way Jolie played. So, starting my basketball season off. And now this time the kick is up. No onside. They're pooching it. Going to be caught. Picked up off one bounce. About the 25. Mickey going outside. Get some room down the sidelines. Going easy. Pushed out of bounds. Nice run by number 5, Garrett Mickey. They're going to mark him down at the 50-yard line.
Right. Great return. Good starting field position right there for this Mustangs offense.
Absolutely. And again, I am Coach Fritz, and I have Jacob Rich with me beside. Kirklow is not here tonight. If you didn't check in early with us in the game, Kirklow is, we'll call it on assignment.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it.
Yeah, I wonder what Tracy Lowe is making him do. That's the question.
Yeah,
right?
I can't even imagine.
Well, we're going to miss Kirk tonight. You'll definitely miss the melodic sounds of his deep, trending voice. You have to put up with my Tennessee twang. And, of course, another game's on tonight.
Who else is
Tennessee is playing tonight,
what?
so
No
I may
way,
have to make a
Coach.
mention of that as well, but we'll have to figure that out as the night goes on. All right, it's 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. We're going to go trips, far side, single receiver set on the bottom with Garrett Mickey out there. Handoff. Nope, it's not a handoff. Oh, it's another quick strike, and just through the hands.
What do we have going on here?
I think the defensive guy got pushed into Mickey. That was another quick strike for Butler, but it's through the hands of Mickey. That's kind of been the MO of the Mustangs offense as of late, getting it out there quick.
Right. Absolutely. I love the strategy. It's hard to sack a quarterback when he's getting the ball out of his hands in 2 seconds or less,
Absolutely. It looks like it might be a free play there as they jumped off sides, and that is true. We were in double set, but the Kempner D-line was anxious.
Yep. A little excited right there.
Yep. The officials want to let us know they're offsides. Hope the crowd mic is not too loud out there. Let us know on the chat if it is. We're trying to make sure we're gauging the sound right. If you can hear us okay, just let us know. And, again, we've got Cameron Cassie here on the board for us. All right, it is going to be, again, 2nd and 5 for the Mustangs. Looks like starting at tailback is Trip Bateman, number 33.
Right, and I was very impressed with him last week.
Yeah, he had a good game. He sure did. Snap back, fake the handoff. Butler again. Going to go deep up top. Oh, just going for Jackson Lee, number 6.
Right.
Jackson ran kind of a little bit of a more in route. Butler kind of threw it to his backside shoulder. A little miscommunication now. Going to be 3rd and 5 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, and good route run right there by Lee. Just slightly overthrown to his backside shoulder, like you said right there, Coach.
This will bring up 3rd and 5.
Again, 3rd and 5, as you heard them say, it is a double set. Twins on either side. Looking over for the call from the sideline. Little low snap. Again, quick out, getting that to Mickey. Mickey's going to get the first down as he's taken down to the 39-yard line. That is 6 yards. They needed 5, and that is enough for the first down.
And that quick little 5-yard stop and pop route by Friendswood has been bread and butter all season. I mean, just seems to me like pretty much like a free 5 to 6 yards,
For sure. All right, we got Twins on the near set, single receiver up top. Mikey Butler going to make about just a little bit high, intended again for Mickey. Probably had to let it go sooner than he wanted to. A little pressure from the defense there of Kempner.
Right, yeah, this Kempner defense has shown some unique looks so far through this game.
2nd and 10.
Mustangs trying to line up
On the
quickly. Again, we're going to go trips to the far side, single receiver set. Again, an
Another free
offsides. Nope, they're not going to give it a free play on that one.
Yeah, the defensive line, he made contact with the Friendswood
Yep.
O-line, so they're going to have to blow that one dead. But another 5-yard penalty in favor of the Mustangs here.
Maybe they saw something on film they could try to jump. They might have thought they could jump it here and get a little advantage, but right now it hadn't worked out for them.
Right.
outside defense, replay 2nd down.
Again, we got trips to the far side, single receiver here on the near side. That is Garrett Mickey, a one-on-one. Again, another throw deep. Got a man.
Oh,
Touchdown.
wow. What a beautiful throw and a beautiful catch right there.
Friendswood.
That was Mikey Butler to Jackson Lee, number 6. Give him 6 as he just outruns the defender right over the top. Nice throw. I don't think Butler could have thrown in there any better.
Absolutely. Yeah, beautiful, just high-low right there. Butler chose high, and, I mean, just put the ball perfectly, and Lee's arms, great throw, great catch for a touchdown right there.
Extra point attempt by Ronan Wilson.
Wilson with extra point. It is up, and it is good.
And a great first drive right there for the Friendswood offense.
Absolutely. With 11:16 here in the first quarter, Friendswood Mustangs up 7-0. Just using a little bit of clock there. And funny thing, they didn't run the ball one time. They passed it every single time.
Right.
So
there you go.
we'll see if they're going to – obviously, I'm sure they're going to want to give Bateman some snaps, get him in there and get his blood flowing as the game's going on. And
Yeah, absolutely.
got a couple guys out this week, trying to want to save them, of course. This game really doesn't have any meaning for Friendswood.
Right.
It's just wanting to get Friendswood on the flow and keep them going, what we had last week, to try to keep them into the playoffs as we go next week to A&M Consolidated. That is the plan right now, a little 2-hour drive, and we'll see how that shakes out. Kirk Lowe should be back with us next week. And we'll get that game going in playoffs, and the playoffs is always exciting.
Absolutely, and, a nice little drive up to College Station on a Friday. Never hurt nobody.
Never hurt anyone. We'll take it. We'll take it. All right, the Mustangs are lining up here. Again, you got the Mustangs in their white with the blue helmets. Kempner in their kind of garnet and gray. Back deep for Kempner is number 2, Luke Maxim. And it looks like number 8, Yomid Afalabi. And I hope I don't mess that up, Mr. Afalabi.
If your parents are listening, we apologize.
We apologize. All right. Maxon's going to get it on the 11. He's going to kind of cut through. Great coverage by the Mustangs. There is a ton of guys there, starting by number 1, Osby, and a host of other Mustangs getting there. He caught it, took about 2 yards, and got knocked back. Going to set the ball on the 14, maybe just right at the 15-yard line for forward progress. And, again, that defense is coming along, who's played really, really well for the Mustangs all year.
Oh, absolutely. I'm looking at the stats right here. This Friendswood defense all season has only allowed third down conversion rate of 28%. I mean, really highlighting the defense is important, like how good they've been this season and how important they've been to this team's success.
Yeah, that is really, really good. It looks like Grayson Green, number 4, the quarterback for Kempner. They're going 3 wides to the near side, single set receiver on the top, 1 running back offset to his right. Out in the flat pass. Fumble ball. Ball's on the ground. Still on the ground. And the Mustangs look like they've covered that. That was Caleb Allen, number 49, who blew up his defender.
Just a beautiful peanut punch right there by Caleb Allen. I mean, he got the outside on the block, and, I mean, he just stuck his left arm out and just punched the ball right out. That was beautiful textbook punching the ball out right there by Caleb Allen.
As he was getting blocked, too. That was what was amazing. He had one guy
great
on him. There's a flag here sitting at the 43. Looks like some activity out of bounds.
Yeah, maybe after the play. I'm not sure.
I think so.
Because I don't think the ball got that far downfield. I mean, this flag looks like it's 20 yards downfield from where the play was happening. So let's see what this call is. I mean, Friendswood's offense is coming out, so this is not going to overturn the fumble. But let's see what the call is on this penalty here.
Have a dead ball foul, personal foul against Kempner.
Personal foul on Kempner.
Okay, I'm not sure I saw what happened, but we'll take it.
It looked like they were giving number 31 Daly the business out of bounds. And after the fumble, you do not want to do that. It was on the Kempner sideline. It could have been somebody from out of bounds, even for all I know. But that's going to definitely personal foul at 15 yards. Going to move the Mustangs up to 1st and 10
from the
on
10.
the 10.
Right.
Right.
Great starting field position for this offense right here. And I think this is where we see a little. We might see Bateman get some carries right here from inside the 10.
Sure could. We have double set to the top, near set. Nope. And it's going to be to Mickey. Oh, too easy. Touchdown. Give him 6.
That was too easy right there. I mean, just a simple play action fake to Bateman with a wide open Garrett Mickey in the back corner of the end zone. Great throw by Butler. I mean, this is exactly what you want to see from your offense heading into the final game before the playoffs right here.
Yeah, and he slung that in there really hard. It was actually a very low throw, which is kind of where the defender wasn't. I'm not sure he could have put it in any better of a location right there. Mickey just is not going to drop that.
Absolutely.
Looks like Butler's going to spread the love tonight to Jackson and Mickey, at least for the first half.
Yeah, it looks like it so far, and that's great. That's exactly what you want to see.
And that kick is up, and it is also good. With 10:42 on the clock in the first quarter, you're going to have your Mustangs. Is there a flag on the field?
Yeah, it's going to be an offsides. Another offsides.
Another offsides, yeah.
Yeah, they're a little excited tonight, it looks like.
For sure. So they're going to decline that, and they are. That'll, again, will make that extra point good. That'll give us 14-0. Friendswood Mustangs over Kempner with 10:42 into the first quarter. Well, Jacob, we haven't seen anything we weren't expecting, right?
No, not at all. And yeah, you're exactly right. And, again, I keep saying it, but I'm just really, really happy with what I'm seeing from the offense right now. get your starters some reps here, take them out at half so that they go into next week's playoff game still in rhythm and high on confidence because of how easily they're able to move the ball here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Want to make sure that they stay sharp, and A&M Consolidated is a quality program we're going to play next week.
There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, they've got some really crazy scores. And it's funny, I was looking at Max Preps for some scores and stats, and then a buddy of mine, Doug Harris, called me and said, hey, are you sure Friendswood is 4th? I look at Max Preps, and they have us 5th in district, and then they had Porter at 4-2 all of a sudden. Something got a glitch and messed up, and so I'm not really sure. I want to look at those stats to make sure those are correct, but Friendswood is going next week. Friendswood kickoff, Ronan Wilson booting that one there to the far right. Going to fair catch that.
Fair catch at about the 7 or 8 yard line. That's an interesting place to fair catch, but yeah, we were talking about it on the way up here, Coach. You said what? A&M Consolidated has what? 5 defensive.
I've heard different things on their recruitment of their players, how good they are. I've heard different things. I really don't know what to tell you as far as who's getting recruited, who's not, but they got a pretty good program. And again, they're 10-0 overall. Again, this is based on Max Prep. They're actually number 29 in the state of Texas ranked.
Wow.
So probably have a pretty good squad there.
Yeah.
The past couple games, they won last week 63-0, and the week before that 49-0. But we don't know anything about their opponents. Friendswood has to go out and just play their game, right? So here we go. Friendswood Mustang defense on, handoff out to the side. Again, nothing doing against that line. That is number 42, Slaughter. You pick your poison. You're going to go against Caleb Allen, 49. You're going to go against Slaughter, 42. You're going to have, Friendswood, this defense has played well. You got Caleb Conn, 15's had a really good year. You got Rufino there playing back rover, so you never know what's going to happen. So it looks like it's going to be 2nd and about 13.
Right, yeah, and like I was saying earlier, this Friendswood defense, that might be an offsides right there. I think
Green's going up top, got a man, number 3. Oh, he just barely overthrows him.
Well, it looks like Molina recovered on that. It looks like he might have been offside for a second, but I guess he got back in time. And great play by the Friendswood secondary to break up that pass as well.
Yeah, that was intended for Mario James, good-looking kid, tall young man, nice and lean, slender, tall, number 3. Just couldn't quite go up there and grab that one. So now this is going to be 3rd down and 13. Again, Green, the quarterback, and the running back is number 21, Derek Smith. It is a double set, 2 receivers set each side. Offset running back to Green's right. Little high snap out to the screen flats, and it is just overthrown a little bit. Probably wouldn't have gone too far anyway. Caleb Allen was right there in his face, ready to make that play.
Right. Caleb Allen was waiting for the moment that the ball touched his hand so that he could light him up. And fortunately for that running back, he dropped that pass.
Yeah, I think he probably is fortunate. If Caleb had a chance to pick it off, I think he was waiting for him to catch it, right?
Right. I mean, just absolute great showing by Friendswood's defense, forcing a very quick 3-and-out right there. Very convincing drive by the defense.
Well, 4th and 13, they're going to punt.
Right. I heard Mikey Butler's name just get
He
called.
is not going to be – Mikey Butler is definitely not going to return this punt. That is going to be Jackson Lee, number 6, not number 8. The numbers are kind of hard to see from this far away. But
that's right.
Let's see if Friendswood brings any pressure. They're trying, and nope, they do not get it. Low line drive kick, 1 bounce. Jackson Lee lets it bounce, and this gets out of the way. No need to do anything crazy. We're already winning by 14.
Right.
The ball's going to roll down and stop at the 36-yard line.
Right. No point in risking dropping it or, something happen on the play.
Right, absolutely.
Very smart by Jackson Lee right there.
And we'll see what happens in this first quarter. I know you said Coach Johnson wants them to play a half. Good idea. We'll have to maybe make sure we get some of those other kids' numbers. We got a text and an email from Coach Rohr, who gave us the extra stats of the boys who were playing from the JV, because JV didn't have a game, so they brought some of those guys up. So here we are, Mustang again, trips to the top, single receiver set to the bottom. That is Garrett Mickey, and that is Bateman there, off to his right. Nice snap. Finally a handoff. Bateman up the middle, gets some yards. Takes 2 or 3 guys to take him down. That is a first down for your Mustangs. Oh, there's a flag on the play.
Yep.
And it looks like it might be a hold when it's always that close. That may negate a nice 13-yard run by Trip Bateman.
Yeah, which is unfortunate. Let's see. Yep, holding penalty. You're right there, Coach.
That is holding on that. And we're missing a couple offensive linemen. I think Rowdy Stouffer, who normally starts for the Mustangs on that right side, is out. I think he had surgery, from what I heard, on his knee. I hate to see that.
Right.
Brzezina actually is out as well. Brzezina a couple weeks ago hurt his other knee after he just rehabbed his opposite knee. And I just hate to see that. I've had the knee surgeries myself. My goodness, I hate that for Brzezina.
Yeah, I hate to hear that. especially for high school
Oh,
athlete.
yes, he's worked so hard.
Right.
All right, so we have a twins up top, single receiver set at the bottom. Plenty of time. Nice fired out to Mickey. Going to get about 7 or 8 yards. Tackled on the 40-yard line for about an 8-yard gain from the Mustangs. Going to be third. I don't think the scoreboard is working. No, I think okay. It's going to be second and about 5.
Yeah, second and about 4 or 5 right there.
Second and 4.
Again, we're going to have doubles up top. Looking at the coaches for the play, Mickey, a single receiver down here on the bottom. He's got plenty of room, and nobody's playing over the top of him.
Right, yeah, that's something to keep an eye on right there.
Little pressure in by Butler, and he is taken down. Going to get sacked.
Mikey Butler caught in the backfield. That's Lincoln.
And it looked like number 7, Lincoln Ventura for Kempner.
Loss on the play, 3rd and 7.
Yeah, and that makes it about 3rd and 7 here for this Friendswood offense.
Yeah, that could change your play calls. They now go trips to the bottom, single receiver set up top. Again, it's going to be another free play. Oh,
are we going to?
He must have made contact already, so they decided to call that dead.
Yeah, if I'm Kempner's defensive line coach, I might go tell my players, let's take it easy on the trying to jump the snap here, fellas.
Yeah, maybe so. This is what, their 3rd or 4th.
This is their 4th offside penalty in the first quarter, no less.
Yes. Of course, Friends was going to take that, which is going to totally make the 3rd down call a lot different. Your playbook can widen open when you have a 3rd and 2 as opposed to 3rd and 7.
Right, changes things for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that quick little 5-yard hitch or even a run right here from Bateman.
Yeah, BB's in there to help block. You got 2 receivers up top.
And almost another offside, right?
And Mikey Bugler's can go around, get the first down, slide down, smart.
Smart, very smart on
Didn't
his
know
part.
if it was going to be a freebie or not, and it is. First down for the Mustangs.
And that was almost another offside right there.
It was. It was.
First down.
All right, again, trips up top. Single receiver set at the bottom. Again, that is Mickey. Friendswood taking their time, picking out a call up 14-0 with 7:43 and running in the first quarter.
Right, I would be in no hurry if I were Friendswood, if I were Coach Johnson right here.
Butler's got to scramble a little bit, get upside. There's going to be a flag probably holding. He's going to go down quickly, not to get hurt, but
kind of a late hit right there.
Yeah, anytime you scramble a little bit, make those big guys up front hang on to their blocks, it could be holding.
Right. And, you know, I'm sure it was a holding. 99 kind of did a little bit of added a little drama to it, maybe to sell the penalty, but it's a holding nonetheless on Friendswood.
Well, we have another official, though, who has thrown his hat down. So he has a flag and a hat, so it means there's 2 infractions.
Wow, I mean, this game is chock full of penalties here in the first quarter, Coach.
Yes. They're going to discuss it.
We had an exciting, you know, surprise onside kick get called back.
2 fouls.
We got holding 62 offense, dead ball, personal foul, defense.
Like it never happened.
Okay. Well, like you said, it might have been a late hit there on Butler.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because, you know, once the quarterback goes into the motion to slide, it's pretty much understood you need to ease up off the hit. And, you know, Butler was already on his back when he was getting hit by the second defender. So that's why I was, you know, I think I was correct in thinking that was going to be called for a late hit.
So that's going to give the Mustangs a first down on the Kempner 47-yard line. Doubles at the bottom, single receiver set up top. Barking out the call, Butler, hand off to Bateman, breaks it outside. Couple guys on him. He's going to get about 2 yards there. Nice hard run by 33, Trip Bateman, who's had a good year, filling in for Walker Winters. Winters a little banged up today. I'm sure he'll be back next week, but I thought that Bateman's had a really, really good year. Scored a touchdown, I believe, last week, did he not?
I think so, and you're exactly right. Especially last week especially, I've been really impressed with Bateman and how hard he runs, how hard he works behind Winters, and I'm excited to see him play in years coming.
And we'll get to see him all next year and see what happens.
Absolutely.
All right, again, double set up top, single receiver bottom. Bateman is to the right of Butler. Get handoff again. Bateman breaks it outside, following the big boys up front. Going to get about 6 or 7. Not quite a first down, but a nice run by number 33. Going to be 3rd and about 3.
Right. Yeah, and, you know, we were talking earlier about how there's a couple offensive linemen out. You know, this is a really good opportunity for them to kind of build chemistry with that O-line.
How important that is, right?
Right, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
On 40, 3rd and 3.
All right, again, you got double set. Number 11 to BB's in. Side is the tight end, and, of course, Mickey down here by himself. Get handoff again, Bateman up the middle. bangs his way through there. That's going to be close to first down, depends on the spot, and they are going to
It looks like
move
they're
it.
gonna
Yep,
move it.
going to give it to him.
First down, Friendswood right there.
First down.
And, yeah, I mean, just perfect execution from Friendswood's offense right here. They're chewing up clock time. They're, taking their time to get the first down.
Oh, yeah. And again, double set up top. Mikey Butler going deep, and it is caught. Oh, just out of the reach of Jackson Lee by
just off the fingertips right there. That was almost a perfect throw and catch right there.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. So close. That is a frog's hair from being another touchdown right there, wasn't it?
Absolutely, Coach. Oh, I would have loved to see him reel that one in.
I know it. I know it. That was a still nice little spiral by.
Oh, beautiful pass right there
by Butler.
Yeah. I mean, just maybe 2 inches behind where it was, and that's we're looking at 21-0 right now, Mustangs.
All right, double set. Oh, Jerami's going in motion. Hand off to Bateman as he breaks it outside, gets behind the big boys, runs and stumbles up for about 5 yards or so on that play.
Yeah, it looks like about a 4 or 5 yard gain right there. And, I mean, again, I can't say it enough. I love what I'm seeing from this Friendswood offense.
Yeah, they're looking really good right now. The O-line is doing a great job. Looks like Kempner's kind of maybe fixed their false start woes. But
right, for the time being.
Right now, Mustangs looking good. No need to be in a big hurry with 5:30 ticking on the clock. They've had the ball a lot this half, so we're going to have doubles here, near side single receiver set up. We got a jumper on us.
Yeah,
that's going to be on us this time. Jackson trying to get just a little bit more of a jump there. And
yeah, and as soon as he took a step, you could see his head go back like, dang it,
Well, you're out there by yourself. You know, you can't hide. You're all the way out there by your lonesome.
Standing right in front of the referee, no less.
Nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, you're not going to get away with that one.
For sure. Again, appreciate you guys checking us out tonight, listening in. You're welcome to chat us up. Jacob has the computer ready to answer any questions you might have. We're going to go trips here to the far side, near side Mustangs up top. Butler breaking it back, a little bit of pressure, steps up. Nice throw across the middle.
Oh, wow.
Good catch
Great
by
throw.
number 14, Jerami. Nice throw by Butler. Jerami took a little bit of a hit there in the back, but fell down. Good job for him. Hanging on the football. It is going to be a first down for your Mustangs with 5:05 to go in the first quarter. Mustangs hurrying up, getting to the line. Again, doubles up top, single receiver set at the bottom. Butler looking, firing that one up. He's got a man open. Oh, once again,
just right off the fingertips right there. Oh, my goodness. And I want to go back to that play with Jerami. For those of you listening, you couldn't see it at home, but Bateman made a great pass block right there that allowed Butler to complete that pass to Jerami. But, yeah, another pass I would have loved to see get reeled in right there.
Nice job as the Mustang try to get to the set quickly. We've got, again, trips to the far side, single receiver set. Again another false start. Free play for Butler. Might as well go for the touchdown, and he is. And,
wow.
What a catch. Are they calling it? Touchdown, Mustangs. Give him 6. What a catch by Garrett Mickey. He continues to amaze each and every week.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, that was tip drill personified right there. That was – oh, goodness. I wish we had a recording of that. That was a great throw and an even better catch right there.
Oh, my goodness. How does he keep doing it every week, Coach? How does he keep – oh, let's see if they're going to play it on the big –
yeah, let's see if we can –
Tron up there.
Let's see if we can get a replay on this. Oh, my goodness. This,
Nope, they just said great play. Well,
wow.
We agree with that.
Yeah.
Great play by – oh, and the kick is up. Now that's going to be 21-0. 4:46 to go in this first quarter. Jacob, go ahead.
I was just going to say, put Mickey on Sports Center top 10 for that one right there. My goodness, that was a great catch.
Ah, man, that was a great catch. I think Kirk Lowe might have lost a lung by screaming how loud that one was go, right? That was a great catch, Kirk Lowe. You missed that one, brother. Thank you for chatting us up and saying we sound good. We're trying to sound – what is proper English? We sound well, or can we say sound good? I'm from Tennessee. I don't know.
We sound exquisite.
Exquisite? That's a big word. I can't spell it. But that's going to take us here to the first quarter. Mustangs definitely on top, 21-0. Missing again Kirk being here tonight, but we're glad he's chatting us up and chiming in. Look forward to him coming back next week.
Absolutely.
It's going to be nice for Mustangs, like you said earlier, to be in tune for next week. They're going to need it. The offense looks good right now. Defense has played really, really well in this first quarter.
Right, because, I mean, you look at some teams. A great example would be like Peyton Manning with Tony Dungy. Back in the day with the Colts, they win a lot of games in the regular season. They sit their starters for the final week. Then they have a bye week. And then they come into their first game in the playoffs, and they look kind of deflated, not like the same team. So, I'm glad that Coach Johnson is trying to avoid making that mistake.
Sure, absolutely. Here we go. Wilson kicking it off. Going to pooch that one down all the way to the far right this time. Going to be taken at the 9. Going to get a break outside and tackled out of bounds by Rigo Umansa, number 19, who's had a really good game 2 or 3 weeks ago. He had 2 picks, and that is going to get down to the 25-yard line. I can't hardly see, but 25-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like about 25, 26-yard line, roundabout, or maybe shorter. Yeah, it looks like about the 24, actually.
Yeah, 24, and it looks like the Mustang defense, full of confidence, is, of course, coming out as they should be.
Right. And I talked about it a couple weeks prior, but I want to bring it up again. I really love the kind of variation that Coach Griffith he brings with this defense. You know, they're coming out in a three-man front right now. They've been in a four-man front previously. You know, I love that they mix up the looks.
Well, offsides by Mustangs this time. Little pass on the almost picked off by Caleb Allen. Would have gone for naught because it looks like the Mustangs are going to be offsides.
Wow.
But that was maybe an ill-advised throw into almost triple coverage there. I think the quarterback just tried to get rid of it there, Green, but that really hit Caleb Allen, number 49, right in the right hand. He just couldn't bring it in. But
what can he do?
Well, it wouldn't have mattered anyway, but it's now going to be offsides by Friendswood.
Right.
Now it's going to be first down.
1st and 5 here from about the 29-yard line.
Green looking over the sideline. Number 4, he's got Makai Jenkins, number 5, is running back beside him. Off-season set. Trips to the top. Single receiver at the bottom.
Pressure
Set a
coming
screen
here.
up, floated it. Oh, my goodness
Almost
gracious.
picked off again right there by Caleb Allen.
That was a definite setup screen, but that was not a great pass. That was a lollipop of a pass I've ever seen it. That could have been picked off by, I think you and I could have ran down there and grabbed that one.
No kidding, Coach. Yeah, it was definitely a design screen, but Friendswood's pressure got there so quickly, I don't think that the screen even had time to develop, and the quarterback just kind of had to heave it where he thought somebody might be, and very lucky that it wasn't picked off right there.
Yeah, no doubt. It is going to be second down for Kempner. They have twins each side, running back to the quarterback's left side. That is, it's going to be picked up by Ruffino. Number 3 breaks one tackle, cuts it inside.
It's a house
5,
call.
4, 3, 2, touchdown, Nick Ruffino.
House call.
Number 3, what a great catch and a pick, and he ran through 2 or 3 people. He's been itching for one of those all year. Great job by Ruffino. 27-0, Jacob.
Yep. Well, you know, nothing that I don't think we didn't expect, Coach.
Well, the Cougars just really haven't had such a great year. They look like they're working hard. They really had one district win, I think, one year for the whole season. It's kind of been a rough year. We've all been through those.
Right.
So no ill will to those guys. It's just been a rough season for them. And right now, Friendswood is kicking on all cylinders.
Absolutely. And, I mean, that was just textbook by Ruffino right there.
Oh, the kick is blocked. And it's going to be a scrum there in the middle.
It looked like Friendswood may have recovered there and might end up with 2 points here.
And they're giving it to Friendswood. I'm not sure who ended up having the ball, but the ball was blocked right into a Friendswood. Oh, and there's a flag. I'm sure somebody's mad. It looks like,
oh, my goodness,
number 75 for the Mustangs, Tyler Threadgill, had the ball, turned and started running. He does have the football, and they are pushing the pile.
And
a la Dylan Sampson and the Tennessee Volunteers last week as they all got together. And Nico, the quarterback, got in there as well. But the Mustangs, every one of those 11 guys started pushing, knocks Threadgill into the end zone.
Yeah.
And that's going to be
it should be 2 points.
2-point conversion.
Extra point was good.
Okay, well.
After the play, we have a dead ball, personal foul against White.
So that is going to be a personal foul against Friendswood.
On the kickoff.
It'll be assessed on the kickoff. It does not negate the 2-point conversion.
What a play right there, Coach.
Do you think they drew that up in the huddle?
You know what? I don't think they did, but.
Well, that is going to be 2 points scored by number 75, Tyler Threadgill.
You don't see that every day.
He probably never assumed that would ever happen in his career.
Nope.
And now it's going to make the Mustang lead 29-0 with 4:22 to go in this first quarter.
Well, wow. I mean, we've seen it all so far in this first half here, Coach.
We hadn't had a field goal.
We haven't had a field goal. You're right. You're right. That's all we're waiting on. We've seen a defensive touchdown. We've seen another great Mickey catch.
That's interesting. That is interesting. That is a nice way to start the game here in Mercer Stadium. By the way, kind of a nice night. You and I had a nice little drive over here. Good conversation.
Right.
Not a lot of traffic, and there's no rain right now. Sun was called in the forecast. You can't see any stars, so it may be cloudy outside. But so far, nothing's happening weather-wise. Looks like a pretty calm night. Winds are blowing a little left to right.
Yep. I mean, no complaints here from me, Coach.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I used this time my wife wanted to go and see my daughter, so she took my mother-in-law and her, and they drove up to Waco to see my daughter. I told her I was going to be gone anyway, so they're up there having a good time. Hopefully they're not spending too much money, but they're having a good time. That always means some money, right?
Right, yeah, there you go. But, no, perfect weekend to take a little trip, so that's good. I'm glad.
Yeah, they're having a good time. text me a few pictures and all that stuff. All right, here we go. Reset the whole thing. 4:22 in the first quarter. Mustangs are dominating right now. It's going to be kicked off from the 25 after they assess the personal foul 15-yard penalty. Ronan Wilson, the left-footed monster, is going to smash this one. Nice kick.
Good boot right
to the
there.
near side. Taken by number 2 at the 20. He's going to break it outside and get a couple yards. Taken down.
Round about the
Thomas Daly again, number 31, and they're going to mark that at the 35-yard line.
And once again, here comes his Friendswood defense. I mean, just stiff as a board so far this game.
Yeah, they're teeing off. That's all there is to it. But again, that's going to give them some confidence. So really the goal tonight, if I'm the Mustangs, I'm thinking I don't want anyone to get hurt. Not somebody who starts. I don't want anyone to get hurt because you never know how many guys we're going to need. Rest up the guys maybe they're hurt from last week.
Absolutely.
Use this Kempner Cougar team to maybe try some new schemes, maybe try some different passes, things you don't normally get to do because you just can't mimic game time reps in practice.
Right.
So we'll see what happens here as now Kempner comes out, 35-yard line, double set on each side, running back to the quarterback's left. No fake hand. No, it did hand it off, and absolutely nowhere for Kempner, number 5, Makai Jenkins, a junior running back, just swallowed up. Might have actually lost a couple yards on that. He did. He marked it back at the 33. The front line of Mustangs defense just doing a great job of holding those runs.
Right. Yeah, I mean, wonderful job. I think Kempner tonight has maybe negative 6 or 7 rushing yards total.
Absolutely.
Now, granted, we're only in the first quarter, but still, that's very impressive.
Right. For sure, yes. That is for sure. Don't have the stats on us today, but we'll hopefully get those sometimes. All right, we have single receiver each side, little tomfoolery. They're going to let the ball go. Going to be caught by number 3. Nice catch out there. I mentioned him earlier. Number 3 is Mario Jones. Tall, good-looking kid. Got some arms and some length on him.
Right. Good catch right there. He kind of had to extend for that ball right there.
For sure. Going to give it third and about 4-ish, maybe a long 4 if that's possible.
Right. Yeah, right.
As the Cougars line up again, they're going to have doubles to the far side, single receiver set at the bottom. Number 5, the running back. Again, Makai Jenkins in the game, right next to Grayson Green, the quarterback. He calls the play, backing up. Now it's going to be trips to the top side. Mustangs look like they're coming on a different side, and the quarterback stops and looks at the defense or offensive coach to change the play. Looks like he did.
Play clock's ticking down here. Yep, snap the ball with
Barely
1 second
getting it
left.
off. Oh, a high throw. Nice catch over the top. I can't believe he caught it, but he did. He's at the 10, the 5, and they're going to mark him out. No, he did step out earlier than I thought. He's going to step out at the 14-yard line. That is a nice catch. Number 12, Williams of Elvin Williams of Kempner Cougars. I thought for a second Friendswood might pick that off.
I did too. I'm really surprised he caught that. I mean, impressive catch right there.
Yeah, and he mowed it on down the sideline. I thought he got a few more yards, but he must have stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, he sure did.
You hear the announcer agreeing with me. All right, that's going to be first down for the Kempner Cougars. They're going to go trips to the near side, single receiver set up top. Single running back to the quarterback's right. No, excuse me, to the left, looking at the play call by the coaches on the sideline.
And what an exotic look right here by the Friendswood defense. I mean, I don't even know entirely what I'm looking at here. So love these looks.
Out to the swing pass. Oh, and he is blown up. It is in the flat, and he absolutely would have not got much. Caleb Allen, surprise, number 49, in on that play. That's his spot. He's got to read the flats. I'm not sure I'd go for the screen pass. It hasn't. They tried it 3 times, hadn't worked all 3.
Right. Yeah. I might go away from that for a little bit if I'm Kempner. But hey, that's me.
I'm finding 49, and I'm going somewhere else.
Right. Right. I'm telling my quarterback to find him before every play and go in the opposite
direction. If he goes to the left or right, if he goes wherever, I'm going somewhere else. All right. We have twins on either side of Kempner. Little flip by the quarterback over the top, and it is caught. Touchdown, Kempner Cougars. He is now doing the typical.
Oh, wow. All 3 flags right there from the refs. Oh, come on, ref. You know, I don't know about flagging that celebration. But
well, that was caught by number 11, Donnie Avery Jr., and he decided to do the stand on the head that has gotten popular in the college and pro ranks. The moment he stood on his head and rolled over, every single referee threw the flag on that. And that was a nice little throw by Green, the quarterback, just flipped it over the top. Didn't really put a lot on it. Didn't need to because it's only a 12-yard pass.
Yeah,
it's going to be a personal foul. Excuse me, excessive celebration, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
Here comes the call.
It's a touchdown. After the play, we got unsportsmanlike against offense. That will be assessed on the kickoff.
Well, that is going to give the Mustangs definitely good field position, but that gets Kempner on the board. 6 points to 3 minutes and 1 second left in the first quarter. I can't believe it's the first quarter still,
I know.
but here
I was
we
just
are.
about to say, this has been the longest first recorder I've had in some time.
No doubt, no doubt. So it's going to put points on the board for Kempner, and let's see if they get this extra. And he barely.
Just barely, my goodness. Kind of a touch kick right there.
That was, yeah. It looked like he didn't even extend the leg, but that barely made it over the crossbar, but it did make it, extending your score 7-29. Your Mustangs definitely in the lead, 3:01 again in the first quarter.
Yeah, and I mean approaching, almost 40 minutes here on this first quarter. I just realized that, Coach.
Yes. At least we started early, right?
Right, yeah. No, I was just thinking the exact same thing.
Well, he's a high school kid. He just wants to get out there and try to get what he can on the celebration. Let the kids celebrate, I guess, but the referee did not like it, but he did the stand on the head thing. You've seen it on the NFL and some college games if you've been watching ESPN at all. That's kind of the latest thing here. And Kirk Lowe says, yeah, let them celebrate when you're down like this. Let them have some fun. Kirk, I agree with you. Yeah, they're just kids. They're just kids.
Yeah, and it was a harmless little celebration, but alas, it's over, and they're kicking off from their own 20-yard line now. So
20-yard line kickoff back deep for the Mustangs again. The usual suspects, number 5, Mickey, and number 6, Jackson Lee. Let's see if these guys can kind of take advantage of this.
Yeah,
field position they're going to have. Maybe running back, get some good yards.
Yeah, they're playing some M&M. I'm kind of getting pumped up.
Oh, yeah.
Up here in the booth.
Oh, they just pooched that up.
That's going to be a penalty, going straight out of bounds right there.
It didn't even hit the ground. He kicked it. It hit the. Almost went into the stands. I mean, it actually hit the bench that the kids would sit on. It's going to mark that.
I mean, the Mustangs are going to get this ball. I mean, at midfield, if not further. Than
I don't
that.
understand that. Why
I don't
would
get
you?
That one.
I guess I don't know what they're doing. They end up getting the ball. It's going to be about on the.
Right out
the official said it once. He's going to say it again.
Are they?
Okay,
they're going to re-kick it.
Maybe Friends would decline the penalty.
I guess so. Interesting.
Make them want to re-kick it and give us a chance. But
this is a sight right here. We've got Lee and Mickey set to return this kickoff from the 30-yard line.
From the 30-yard line. Now the Kempner Cougars will kick this from their own 20, but literally that kick went straight in the air, never hit the ground, and actually hit one of the benches that the Kempner kids would sit on when they're not playing in the game, and it went way out of bounds by 10 yards.
Right, yeah. That wasn't even close. So we'll see what they do right here. He must have shanked it or something.
Shankopotamus, like my golf swing. Maybe so. But now Kempner's going to kick this off. Again, no time has left the clock. Still 3:01 here in the first quarter. And Mickey and Lee are probably licking their chops, waiting to try to get a good return here. They're begging to want him to kick it to them, I'm sure.
No, I would absolutely. If I were one of them, I would be hoping and praying that the ball comes straight to me right here.
All right, number 48, Xavier R8 is going to kick this one. It's going to go to Mickey's going to step up and catch it at the 40. Going to get a little wall set up. Going to get to the 50-yard line and keep running, chugging, and going to end up on the 40-yard line of Kempner, and that's going to give the Mustangs great field position. I'd be interested to know what their average field position is on offense, because it's been almost, I would say, on the Kempner side every time.
Yeah, no, I think you're right there, Coach. Which is good, because earlier in the season, for a couple games, the Mustangs really struggled there with starting field position for the offense, so it's really good to see them get better about that as the season's gone on. There were several games where they're starting every drive from, within the 15, trying to go 85 yards every drive. So
yeah, that makes it tough. We have a double stack near side, single receiver set up top. Bateman comes out in motion. He is shuffling. Mickey's, Garrett, and a takedown by number 33 of Kempner onto the backside of Butler. Felt the pressure a little late, tried to get going. And Roman Morales there makes that play for Kempner. It's going to kick Mustangs back and lose about 9 yards on that. It's going to make it second and about 19.
Yeah, and Kempner's been bringing these overload blitzes on the weak side, it looks like, all game, and that's the second time it's gotten home on Butler.
Trips to the top again. Butler's going to go up top to Mickey's got a man, and in the last second it is tipped away by number 2. Is that Luke Maxson? They have him listed as just an athlete. They don't have a position. It says ATH. I would assume that means athlete.
Can't argue with that, right?
Can't argue with that. Was that him that broke that up? Yes,
yeah,
it was,
I
number
believe
2.
it was, yeah.
I thought that was going to be 6, and he caught up real quick and smacked it around. It's going to give it now 3rd and 19 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, kind of. You don't have too many plays for 3rd and 19.
Yeah,
right,
for sure, for sure. All right, you got Twins receiver set up top. Near set is number 5, Mickey. Inside to help block is number 11, Abibi. And Bateman is back to the left of Butler. It's going to be screenplay out there. Going to Bateman. He breaks through a tackle. 1, 2, 3. Still churning. Runs hard as he always does and gets almost the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down and about 11. I think so here. The Mustangs may end up punting on this, up with the lead and the clock running down, or they may say, you know what, let's go for it. We're up 3 scores anyway, and they are. It's going to be 4th down and 12. Mustangs leave the quarterback in. They're going to go for it. Looking over the sidelines. Maybe hard count, try to get an extra 5. Trips up top. Again, single receiver set. Butler got a little pressure, having to get outside, and he is taken down again. Sack. Ball comes loose. Ball comes loose. It is picked up by Kempner. And it is recovered, and the guy that sacked Butler, he gets up, that he gets hurt. The guy that did the sacking is the one that's hurt. That's normally not the case. Butler jogs off easily, and that is going to be taken up by Kempner. I don't have that number of the guy who had it, but
first stop right there by Kempner's defense.
Yeah, it looked like it was picked up by number 91. I just don't have his number on the board here, but now it's going to be 1st down for Kempner on going to be the Mustang 46-yard line as the defense comes in. And Green, the quarterback, comes in again. Got a little spunk in their step after that last drive and that last touchdown. Let's see if the Mustang defense can pick this up. It's going to be trip set to the near side. Single set up top. Receiver to the quarterback's left. Mustangs bringing some pressure. Right down the middle pass and caught up the middle by Kempner, number 8. That is going to be a nice catch by Afalabi. And again, if I mess up your name, I'm doing the best I can, fine young man.
Yeah, Kempner's got a little pep in their step here.
They do. That is going to be a 1st down for the Cougars. Again, trips to the near side. Single receiver set up top. It's going to be thrown out, way overthrown. Boy, that was not even close to number 2, Luke Maxson. Again, the senior, and that ball was way over the top. You know, it's funny. You kind of look at the throws. You look at Butler's throws, and you kind of look at their quarterback's throws. Green, it just doesn't have the zip on it, you know?
It doesn't. Yeah, you're exactly right. That screen they tried to run right there, there was just too much air on it, even just for a short little throw like that.
Yeah,
you're absolutely right, Coach.
A little bit of, not a lot of zip on that ball, but now they're going again. Trips, near side single receiver set up top. Running back offset to the right. Green barking out the calls. Letting that thing fly again. It's high. It's kind of a floater throw, isn't it?
You know, not that far away from kind of being ducks that this quarterback is throwing, but yeah, once again, too much air on the ball right there. I mean, he had an open receiver. I was kind of worried that was going to be a 1st down, but once again, he airmailed it.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row, which is going to make this now 3rd down for the Kempner Cougars. 3rd and 10. Going to be trips right. What kind of throw was that? That is to number 2, and he's going to break a few tackles, getting through the middle of the Mustang defense. That was an awkward-looking play.
That was a very awkward-looking play.
He was actually kind of almost shuffling backward and threw the ball. It looks very Patrick Mahomes-ish.
Yeah, it almost looked like he wasn't even looking where he threw it. He just kind of got rid of the ball at the last second to avoid getting sacked right there.
Yeah, that was taken to number 2, Luke Maxson. And Green comes all the way over to the sidelines, talking to the coaches, trying to figure out what the play is next. He runs all the way back now. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Kempner. Again, trips to the near side, single receiver set up top, running back off to his right. It's going to be 1st and 10, Kempner. Calling out the signals. Got a little pressure. Again, that ball is tipped at the line of scrimmage, and they're going to say that is a forward pass. I don't know if it was going to be considered backward or not.
Right.
Again, a lot of pressure again by 18, Kreitz of the Mustang defense. He's had a good year, kind of come on the scene as a junior. Be looking forward to seeing what he can do for us next year. He did not go to the junior high, so I don't know him, but he's had a really good, solid season, I think.
Right. I'm excited to see, how much better he can get next year, too. So.
For sure. It is now 2nd down, 10. Again, they're going to now go doubles on either side. Kempner barking out the calls. Pressure from the Mustang defense. Up the top, he's got a man open, and it's overthrown. And they did not throw a flag, thank goodness. I'm not sure if they were going to or not. Looked kind of close, but good coverage out there.
Yeah, I think that was just good coverage right there by, it looks like
It is number 1 for the Mustangs, which is Jalen Osby.
Yes.
He also has come on this year and had a really good year. He's a senior. He's done well for the Mustangs.
Yes.
Got him listed as a wide receiver, and he's played a lot of DB. So now it is 3rd and 10 for the Cougars. Again, near side, trips, top side, single receiver set, running back off to his right again. Throw up top, lofted, went up, and almost taken down by number 3, Mario James. Again, we mentioned him a couple times. Tall kid. I think he just kind of misjudged his jump, and it was a little off his hands.
Yeah, it looked like he jumped just a little early right there, and he was coming down as the ball was about to hit his hands versus, where you want to be when you're kind of midway through your jump, when you're catching the ball. Just didn't time it right there. But
it is now, sorry, Jacob, it is now 4th down, and Kempner there going for it. I don't blame him. You might as well.
Right.
Again, trips to the near side, single receiver set up top, running back to his right, kind of a familiar set for the Kempner Cougars. Barking out the calls. Pressure right up the middle, and there's no one home.
And picked off,
Osby's going to call it a catch. It is an interception for the Mustangs. Really it really doesn't matter. It's been 4th down on the 20. He catches it. We'll bring that to the 20.
Right. Same result either way.
Same result either way. Kind of a stat booster for him, right?
Yeah, there you go. Put something on the stat sheet.
Yeah, for sure. But a great catch by him. It's still going to be the same yardage because they were on the 20 anyway. So nice dive by him. Put that in the old stat book. I bet they get a good picture of that. It'll look good one day when he's old like me. He can look back and say I intercepted a pass. But
right, and it was a great pick too. It was a diving interception. Kind of had to stretch out for it in the end zone. So, yeah, great play right there. And really good job by the Friendswood's defense not to give up any extra points right there.
Yeah, for sure. Mustangs here, we got doubles up top, handoff, Bateman up the middle, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, getting about 3 good yards up the middle as he's pounding everything through.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter.
What? It has been 50 minutes, and it is into the first quarter finally. 29 Mustangs, 7 Kempner Cougars, and the first quarter is finally over.
Right.
I expected to be home early tonight.
I know, right? I was just thinking the same thing.
Whew.
Yeah, a lot of starting and stopping there in that first quarter,
Yes,
so.
for sure. Well, they're going to flip the field here. Kempner looked like they got a little bit of juice on them, didn't they, Jacob?
Yeah, it looked like they kind of had a little extra pep in their step, and, I was a little worried that drive might, cut it to a 15-point game really quickly there, but really good job by the Friendswood's defense to kind of put a stop to that kind of surge right there by Kempner there at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, and it's interesting to note that, Kempner really is just playing for getting better. Right. As the playoffs come, everybody's going to be, the record's out the window. You're playing for just be 1-0 on Saturday, or if your game is on Saturday on Sunday. But Kempner right now is just trying to see what we can try. Who can we get out there? Who are the kids I can put in the game and try to get some things going for Kempner? So
yeah, you're exactly right.
See what they've got going here. Now the Mustangs have flipped the field. It is now going to be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs on about the 25-yard line. Excuse me, it's going to be 2nd. Mikey Butler firing that ball out. He's got a man open. Just outside of the reach of Garrett Mickey, number 5. Butler going for it on that. Barely outside of the reach. Not a bad pass at all. It's going to give Mustangs now 3rd down as the Mustangs are trying to go for something there, and I don't blame them a bit. Might as well give it a shot. See what happens as they get back to the line here. It's going to be 3rd and about, I said 6. I guess it's close, 5 or 6.
That's a long 6 right there.
Yeah, for sure. Mustangs looking at the sidelines. Bateman again offset to Butler's right. Doubles up top, single receiver set on the near side. Butler nice, quick out to Jackson Lee. Going to get enough for the 1st down. It looks like he made it.
Butler pass is complete.
No, they're going to mark him. He's got to be past it. I'm trying to figure out where they're. They haven't moved the flags yet.
Yeah.
That is going to be. They're going to say it's just barely a yard short. I couldn't see it from our angle that we're broadcasting from right now.
Yeah, it looked like the ref towards us was kind of further down the field than the ref up top. I don't know.
Yeah.
Short either way.
Yeah. 3rd and a short 1. All right. Butler's going to call him out. We got just single receiver set each side. BB's packed inside with, to the right of Butler is Bateman, and the Mustangs decided it is fourth. Excuse me, I thought it was third. It is 4th and 1. The Mustangs decided. Let's talk about this real quick because they are on, in their own territory. They're back that far, so we'll see what happens with 11:49 left on the clock.
Right, and I wouldn't be upset with going for it right here. Keep the ball in your offense's hands, keep the clock running, and most importantly, keep the ball away from Kemner's offense.
Yeah, because it looks like they've had a little bit extra juice there the past couple times. Looking at some scores of interest, or should I say scores of my own interest?
Right,
Which
right,
one
right.
should it be? I'm going to check my phone real fast.
I think everybody's interested, Coach.
Well, they're probably not. No one cares except for me. I will say, though, that last week had a pretty good week. Friendswood won, Tennessee won, Baylor won. So I was about 3-0 last week. I was feeling pretty good about myself.
That's a good week right there, Coach. Who did Tennessee beat?
Everybody.
Right.
I mean, just everybody. We're just beating everybody.
Of course.
Everybody. Tennessee is actually up in the first quarter 7-0 over Mississippi State.
Well,
so.
Tennessee's beating everybody but Arkansas, right?
Why'd you bring that up? Thanks. The Mustangs again, 4th down and at 1. Still have single receiver sets on each side. Bateman is to the right of Butler, and you have big number 11, a BBN, to try to block on the inside. Butler's going to bring it up himself. Nice run, getting outside, breaking it outside, sliding down. Smart play by Mikey Butler. Just followed his right guard. Excellent job by him. He probably could have got a few more yards, but why? Be smart and go down, slide, get the first down, live to fight another day. Great job, nice and smart there by Mikey Butler. Now we're going to go a trip stack there on the far side. Handoff upside to Bateman. Bateman gets just a tough one before he's taken down.
Not really anywhere to go right there.
For sure. The Mustangs are kind of going quick, which is why I'm talking fast.
Yeah, got to talk fast with this quick Friendswood tempo offense here.
Now Bateman is coming out, and 35 has entered the game. We'll have to take a look here because it's probably a JV player since they're moving him up to give Bateman a breather. I'll need to take a look at that real quick as we're going to go doubles to the far side. Single receiver set at the bottom for the Mustangs. 35 is Jake Yawn. Oh, nice. Getting outside. Nice pass to Mickey's going to get a first down. There we go for the Mustangs. But Jake Yawn, number 35, getting in the game since the JV didn't have a team to play. The JV moved the JV guys up, brought them all, giving them some experience. So Jake Yawn got on the field for a snap. May see him later today. Now the Mustangs hurrying up again. Bateman inside, back by Butler. He's got a man going to throw deep over the top.
Oh, that might have
been. And they're going to throw a penalty flag. Mickey got interfered with, or did he push
I was
off?
going to say, we'll have to see how this call goes because it looked like Mickey kind of extended his right arm and pushed the DB in front of him. It wouldn't have changed the outcome of the pass, but we might have a offensive pass interference here. I would not be surprised.
As the official comes in, going to turn on his mic and let us know.
Okay.
15 yards from the previous line.
So he did a pass interference. It is on Kempner.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad that wasn't on Mickey right there. It could have been called either way. And happy with the result there.
All right, so it's going to be first down on the 37-yard line. Mustangs again, doubles up top, single receiver set, bottom low snap. Going to get that to the flats. Out there to Bateman, makes a cut, makes a break back. Good, nice move again. Oh, slipped a little bit, but he got about 5 quality yards. Bateman, it kind of looks like Walker Winters, doesn't he? They both run so hard.
Right. They both just put their shoulder down and run into whoever's in front of them. I really respect that, their running style.
Yeah, for sure. Again, now we're going a trips bunch up to the near side, far side single receiver set.
Like
Butler's going to step up and run for it and get out of bounds.
Right at the first down.
That is going to be super close. He looks none the worse for wear, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Looking good. He's going to be run out of bounds.
Just short of the first, looks like.
Yeah, they're going to be a yard short second and a very short one.
3rd and 1.
Mustang's going to snap it real quick. Up top, nice throw. It's going to be
wow, good play by Kempner's secondary right there. I mean, that was a well thrown pass, and he was just in perfect positioning to knock that ball away from. Let's see, that looks like Garrett Mickey right there.
Yeah, nice pass, just broken up there real quick by the defense. It is now 4th and 1, and why not go for it? I would as well.
Yeah, I mean, we had success earlier on the drive on 4th
down. Low snap, picked it up, and good job by Butler. Boy, that was a low snap. He picked it up. still scooted the yard they needed. That was barely on the turf, wasn't it?
Yeah, barely on the turf. And it's funny, pretty much the exact same play that they ran on the last fourth down, just the design little keeper to Butler, pick up a couple yards, slide for the first down. Great play by Butler right there.
Mustangs now slowing down, looking at the sidelines. You're going to have Twins to the near side. And when I say near side, I mean Kempner side, because that's where we're broadcasting from. So Twins on the near side, single set receiver up top. Quick out, good there to Mickey, and he barrels a man down, making him pay for it to tackle me, sir, and is going to take him down to about the 9-yard line. I think the DB got the worst end of that one.
Yeah, he sure did. He sure did. Usually it's the defense bringing the punishment, but right there, Mickey
Not
brought
that
it.
time, absolutely. Now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs with 9:21 and counting here in the second quarter. Hand off to Bateman outside. Looks like he's got it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Give him 6 Mustangs.
Yeah, I mean, does it get any easier than that run right there? Bateman was untouched for, a good 10 yards. That's right into the end zone. I mean, you know, my grandma could have ran that one in right there.
Your grandma must be pretty fast.
I know. She's 6'4", 250.
Oh, goodness, that is hilarious. That is hilarious. So, nice job by the Mustangs here, taking the score 35-7, 9:11 to go in the second quarter. Snap is back. Little high snap brought down. The kick is up, and it is good as the Mustangs make a lead 36-7. And we say, let me see on the chat line, oh, yeah. Mr. Gumbert, it says, let's go Mustangs. Let's go Mikey Butler. Keep making a difference. Love you, Uncle Gumby. Thank you, Uncle Gumby, for checking us out all season, a lot this year and last year. Appreciate your support. Don't forget to come out to the junior high Thursday night ball games, because Jolie, your granddaughter, is playing basketball for me as well. I love to meet you in person, and we won our game on Thursday. We've got a big one this week going to Bayside, which is always a tough place to play for the junior high level, so we got a big game coming up. All the junior highs have started their basketball seasons. Coach Virial and Coach Gibson, all the guys, Coach Myrick, who works with me, and the Coach Williams, you know, all of them subs are getting in there, working hard. Coach Cole, our new 7B coach, is a new addition to the Friendswood staff. Programming note, I was her 7th grade basketball coach,
wow.
So got Kristen Cole working for us at the school. So I coached her, now she's coaching with us. I'm feeling old.
You know, I didn't want to say it, Coach.
That's okay. I know you love me.
Yeah. I didn't want to say it, but
I think it's time. When you start coaching with kids that you coached, it's about time to call it a career.
yeah.
I think I'm getting to that point.
You know, I'm not there yet, but I think you're right.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. Okay, here we go. 9-11 in the second quarter. Kickoff by the Mustangs. Going to be taken at the 10-yard line by number 3. Going to try to get it outside. Breaks a tackle. Gets all the way through. Going down the sidelines. Going to cut back and push that. No, he did not go out of bounds. He's going to run all the way down there. 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2. Touchdown, Kempner Cougars.
Wow. I mean, I said it earlier. I'll say it again. We're seeing it all tonight, Coach.
That was number 9, Ellis Sanusi, I guess, a senior defensive back. Oh, they called him out of bounds at the 45, Jacob. Oh, I can't believe it.
And, you know, don't tell the refs I said this, but from where I stand, I don't think he stepped out of bounds, but we'll surely take it.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, the Mustangs will take that. And that young man, I'm sure, is sorely disappointed, but that's life sometimes. You get disappointed, but they call him out of bounds at the 45. So that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cougars.
Wow, that's two big two Kempner Cougar big plays that have been called back now.
No doubt. Kempner Cougars going to do a little turnaround sweep outside. The Mustangs read that from the word go.
Yeah.
Nothing doing.
Caleb Allen, he read that in the paper last week.
That's a good one. So he did read that, and it's, again, him and number 18, Jordan Kreitz, in on that play as well. It's going to back them up. They're going to lose a couple yards. It's now going to be 2nd down and 12.
I don't think, I could be wrong. I don't think I am. I don't think Kempner has positive rush yards in this game thus far.
I don't really know. That's a good question to ask. We'll see. So now it's going to be, again, near side single receiver. Top side is going to be trips. Back over the top, and again he floated. Picked up by the Mustangs. That is number 7, going all the back. He's at the 40, the 40, the 30, the 35, the 20. He's going backward. I'm getting my numbers all screwed up because it is a touchdown for the Mustangs.
Another house call right there by the Friendswood defense. My goodness. Yeah, you know, I was like, you're getting a little excited there, Coach.
I am, absolutely. That's Mason Sindler with a big touchdown. There are there are 2 flags on the play.
There are some laundry on the field.
Doggone it.
Dang it. And, you know, on plays like that, it's usually going to be on the return team.
Yes, usually it is. Hopefully it is.
We'll see what
After the catch, so that'll give the Mustangs the ball after the interception, but that ball was kind of floated again. We mentioned earlier, Green kind of floats that ball up there, kind of tipped. Sindelar picked that thing up, and I got so excited I had my numbers backwards.
Yeah, hey, no, it's all right. I probably would have done the same thing, Coach.
Let's see where they're marking this off. Yeah, the offensive, yep. Holding.
Well, at least we got the pick right there, but hate to see a play like that get called back.
I know. I'm sure Mason's going to be wanting to – who held? I want the stat. I want that kickoff there.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, he looked good running that ball, didn't he?
He did.
Man, has he thought about playing running back or something?
I know, right?
He looked good. All right, well, that's going to reset the play here. It's going to be the Mustang ball, 1st and 10 on the 37-yard line.
So we just got to see about a 85-yard kick return get called or get returned.
Yes.
And then about a 50-yard pick 6 also get called back.
No doubt. Going to bark out the call, handoff to Bateman up there, breaks off of 1 tackle, breaks 2, breaks 3. Now it's a big pile. It's a scrum, if you will. And the refs finally call that dead. Oh, slow, boys. Slow, boys. Hang on.
Yeah.
There we got it. Hear the whistle and stop, please.
And that was a really hard fought, about 3 yards right there.
Yeah, that'll be the toughest 3 yards of his life.
Yeah, no doubt.
Goodness gracious. They were blowing the whistle, and everybody was still going at it.
And again, I love how hard Bateman runs right there.
Yes.
I mean, perfect example right there.
Absolutely. They are running hard. Our running backs have looked really, really good this whole season. Big boys up front have been blocking. They've had some injuries here and there, but looks like their chemistry is pretty good on those guys. Rigby's number 51, I think, is the one's been coming in. No, I'm sorry, Ryan Hendricks has been coming in for Stouffer and done a great job the past week or so.
Yes.
The Mustangs have the ball. You just have single receiver set each side. Bateman in to the right of Butler, and Noah Abibi there inside to help block. Barking out the call. Butler dropping back. Pass up top for Mickey. Caught. No, broken up by number 10. He came in late.
Wow.
Mickey got a little shaken up on that. I didn't think there's going to be a man helping him out, but Kempner, number 10, dropped over there. Joel Reed Denman came in and broke that up. Mickey's going to get up a little slow, but I think he's okay. Yeah, he walks off on his own power. He's going to take a little breather there, get somebody in the game for him.
I mean, what a play right there by Kempner's secondary. That would have been about a 30-yard completion for Mickey.
Absolutely.
And big hit delivered and forced him to drop the ball.
All right, trips near side, single receiver set up top. Running back to Butler's side as he comes out of the gun. It's like they always do. There's no real reason to go underneath the center by any means.
Right.
Number 81, Carter Ward, is in the game for Mickey, and it's going to be a timeout on the field by the Mustangs. Going to figure out what they're doing. We've got wide number 81, Carter Ward, like I just mentioned, and, of course, 14 is Jerome in there with Jackson Lee. So going to take a quick timeout. It is 3rd and about 8. 7:15 here in the second quarter, Jacob. Second quarter. It is.
I know.
It's been a long first half.
Very long first half. I mean, I can recall several that the whole first half took about 45 minutes, you know.
Yes.
So.
Yes, for sure. When you don't run the ball very often, the clock stops on incompletes and things like that. So it's just it's been a good game, though. Lots of excitement so far. Sorry, missed out on you, Kirk Lowe. You've missed a good one here so far,
yeah,
sir.
you really have, Kirk.
All right, Mustangs back on the field. It is going to be – we're going to go double receiver set with Noah Abibi as the wide, Jackson Lee as our slot.
You don't see that too often, do you?
They just gave Mickey a quick break. He is back in the game. Number 5 is in, and, of course, we've got Jerome out on the outside from the gun.
Let's see if we see a jump ball to Abibi right
now. Oh, it's going to be a fake up top by Butler, going to Abibi.
Oh, just a little too much air on that ball right there, but just exactly what I thought, that we were going to see a little pump fake and then a jump ball thrown to Abibi because, I mean, he's got great size, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, definitely want to go. I mean, that's the right idea right there, just a little too much air under the ball right there from Butler.
Yeah, a little pump fake, too. Mickey looked like he little spin around route. Well, this is going to be the first punt for the Mustangs tonight.
Yep.
4th and about 8. Why not just punt it and get out of there? Back deep, 2 men for the Kempner Cougars.
Yeah, and I never really understood that, but oh well.
And let's see who we've got. Looks like number 2, Luke Maxson, back there for Kempner as well. And a nice punt. It is a quick spiral there back. Bounce one back to number 3. Nice fake. Oh, number 9 inside. Oh, he's going to break it outside. Break another tackle. He's fast. He's broken another tackle. There's a flag on the play, but he's going to break it outside. He's going to get to the 20. He's going to get to the 15, the 10, the 5. He holds his hands up, barely crosses the end zone, but he realizes, wait a second, there's a flag. He throws his hands up in disgust. I believe it's going to be a hold or block in the back, it would look like from us, but a great run by that young man again.
Oh, my goodness.
Ellis. Yep.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, just talk about Kempner shooting themselves in the foot all game.
That's 2 of them. Yep, sure is.
I mean, that's a kick return, that's a kickoff return, and now a punt return touchdown that have both been called back by penalties now.
And they're both been with number 9 in action. So that kid might need to find out where he's at. He is quick, and he's got some good size on him.
Yeah, no doubt.
That is going to kick it all the way back. It looked like the flag is laying on the 30.
Yeah, when the flag got thrown, the ref definitely put some air up under it. So it happened way back. I mean,
oh, goodness. They're gonna,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's just going to kick them all the way back to the 20-yard line for Kempner. So, again, they're, like you said, shooting themselves in the foot when they get something going.
99 against the receiving team.
Holding 99. Wow.
Here's the first down.
I think the referee might be from Tennessee. Holden.
Yeah.
Holden, 99. I like it.
Yeah, I do.
He's from East Texas or Tennessee, one of the 2. Holden. We've been holding. I like it. I like it, sir. Just be who you are, my man. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to reset. It is 6:48. Friendswood up 36-7. Your Mustangs in control as Kempner now has the ball. They're going to go twin receivers each side. Nope, going to flow over to the flats again. That pass has just not been there. It seems like that Green can't connect with his receivers, whether it be Mason or Jenkins there getting out there in the flats. That looks like something that Kempner's been trying to do all game, just hasn't really worked out well.
Right.
So now it's going to give him 2nd down and 10.
Right. I mean, they've tried that little, halfback little kind of like swing screen pass. And I think 4 or 5 times out, I don't think they've completed it a single time.
Yeah, if they have, it hasn't been worth anything. I know that.
Right.
All right, now 2nd down and 10. Again, Kempner going with twin receivers near side, single receiver set up top. They're going to have twin backs on either side of Green. Snap is back, hand off, taken outside, and nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go right there.
Oh, my goodness. Kreitz, 18, was there from the beginning. There is nowhere to go. That is going to be a loss of keep walking back, keep walking back, keep walking back. That is going to be a loss of about 8 on that play. Jordan Kreitz was all over that.
Yep. And
fooled no one.
He did a little dance at the end of that. I like that. I like his moves. You see that, Coach?
Just make the play. Just make the play. We're good. We know it. Okay, all right. Here is going to be, again, 3rd and about 19 for Kempner. Way back in their own territory as the Mustangs are going to probably tighten up on the defense here. There's going to be trips far side, single receiver set near side. Green snapping that back. Oh, lots of pressure. Set up the inside screen, and it is to Maxie the athlete, as they call him, number 2. As he breaks a couple tackles, but barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe going to mark it 2 yards ahead of the original line of scrimmage. That is now going to take him to – oh, and looks like somebody from Mustangs are down.
Yeah, it looks like –
injured. Kreislook thought maybe he's hurt a little bit, maybe even getting a maybe a cramp or something like that. That's going to be 4th down for Kempner, as that was a nice play, just wasn't enough to get the 1st down.
Right, yeah, Kempner's ran that play a couple times now. It's one of those little misdirection screens. It develops well, and they got good yardage on the last time. They got good yardage right there. It just happened to be, like you said, Coach, 3rd and 17, not much you can do right there.
Yeah, now as we have this injury timeout, he pops up, going to walk off on his own power, maybe just a little twisted ankle.
Yep.
That happens when you get all those guys in there going. Glad to see him up and doing okay.
But while we wait, how about some scores, Coach?
Well, I know the Baylor Bears are winning 33 over to 22 over Arkansas, the number 8 Baylor Bears.
Okay.
Beating the number 16 Arkansas Razorbacks in basketball 33 to 22. Big game. Miami lost today.
I saw
that.
That
was a big game.
That's a big one. And let me see. Let me make sure. It looks like, Georgia lost to Ole Miss as well.
Did they really? I did not notice that. Big one. The kick is up. And it is going to be a line drive to the sidelines. Going to let it bounce out of bounds as as Jackson Lee lets it go there. I did not see that lost. Oh, man.
Yeah, and it was 28 to 10 as well.
That's big, man.
So now you know the UT is going to be moving into the top 3 now.
Wow. Well, you mean the other UT. Ours is original. Get your facts straight. Man alive. So you had Ole Miss really put it to Georgia, 28-10.
Right.
Georgia Tech beat Miami 28-23. Of course, Ohio State, no problem with Purdue. Indiana beat Michigan 20-15.
Oh,
and
wow.
Kansas beat number 17 Iowa State.
Yeah.
Army beat North Texas. So lots of interesting things going on. I did not notice that.
Yep.
I'm glad you told me that. Tennessee is currently up 14-0 on Mississippi State. All right, back to live action at the Mustangs. Hand off to Bateman up the middle. He slides, steps outside, still running, churning.
And there's some laundry on the field, it looks like.
Come on, people. This game is going to be long enough as it is, Mr. Official.
I know, right?
He's got Holden.
Oh, my God.
Holden. He is East Texas, I'm telling you, for the word go.
I
No
believe
doubt
so.
about that. Well, here we are going to push us back. It's going to be 5:17 here in the second quarter.
Goodness gracious.
Kirklow, I'm envious of you right now. But appreciate everybody chatting us up and listening in. If you're not chatting us up, we know you listen, and I'm sure Coach Truman is listening out there. Lots of people let me know they listen each week, and we appreciate it. I'll hand off to Bateman. Going to kind of squib his way through, and he gets nowhere. I thought he got more than he did, but he was picked up by number 14 at Kempner. Trayshawn Wiley. I'm getting there, sir. Thank you. As they hear the outdoor mic. But you don't hear a lot of crowd. The Kempner crowd is kind of quiet, don't you? Wouldn't you agree with that?
Yeah, it's a little thin out here tonight,
yeah,
Coach.
for sure. Well, last game of the season for them, only one W. I guess the fans need to still. There's no band for Kempner tonight, so that's probably part of it. Well, the band is very small if there is one. All right, Mustangs here. We got offset. Running back, handoff again. Bateman up the middle, cutting it through, still running hard, getting back past that original line of scrimmage. Going to gain about 5 to 6 yards. It's going to make that 3rd and about 8 for the Mustangs. So it is going to be trips to the far side. No receiver here on the near side. And Bateman is to the right of Butler. They all end up looking because the BB is actually all the way in on the line of scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
You got Dromey out there wide with Mickey and Jackson Lee. Fake handoff. Butler got plenty of time, fires that one up. Got to come back to it. Oh, picked off, intercepted by the Cougars. Number 22 is going to make a run. He's going to get some yards. He's at the 50 mid-yard. Boom!
Wow.
Laying the boom there.
A couple big hits on that play.
Couple of big hits. My goodness gracious.
I mean, great effort right there by Butler to go and stop that from being a pick 6. But, I mean, number 22 of Kempner really, dropped the hammer on Butler right there.
I don't know. I'd call that an even battle. Butler went in there and laid a hammer on him, too. I'm going to call that a draw. That was a nice hit by both of those guys. Goodness, that is number 22, Samuel Minka of Kempner. Butler just didn't get enough air underneath that one. I think he had Mickey out there, but not quite enough air underneath that. One of the few times he's made a mistake in the past couple weeks, if you ask me, but that happens from time to time. But great hit by Butler not to let that go back. So I'm sure that was a frustration tackle by him.
Yeah,
but
100%.
For sure. Again, got a quick text from Coach Truman, said he's always listening. We love you, Corey. Thank you, sir. All right, we got doubles for Kempner. Mustangs look like they're bringing pressure. Green, get up the middle, floats another one. That should be picked off, and it is picked up by the Mustangs. We've got room outside by number 1, and it's boom, taken down.
Wow.
Nice. That is back-to-back picks. We're making an exciting game tonight. It's going to be – is there a flag on the field again?
No flag on the field. I was just going to say number 4, Kempner's quarterback. I mean, not only did he throw the pick right there, but, I mean, he took a big hit. Took a while to get up right there. Glad to see that he's okay, but, I mean, it's great play right there by the Friendswood defense.
Was that number 3 Ruffino in on that hit?
Yeah, it was.
No surprise there. He can lay the boom as well. But that was a nice pick up there for the Mustangs by Jalen Osby. Got some yards back on that. It's now going to be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs on the 30-yard line. It's a back-and-forth game, isn't it?
I know, and once again, I mean, we're seeing everything. Back-to-back picks here, Coach. Kickoff return touchdowns called back, punt return touchdowns called back, defensive touchdowns. I mean, you name it, we've got it.
You name it, we've seen it, absolutely. Okay, here the Mustangs going to reset. We have single receiver set each side with Mickey and Jackson Lee. Running back gets out of the field. Oh, that is no longer Butler. That is Brister in the game. I apologize. Big Joshua Brister, a junior, about a 6'4" kiddo. Number 0 in the game, has had some good weeks and some good plays, good games for the Mustangs. The future looks bright with him under center. Going to give him some snaps right here. So now it's going to be second and about 8. Little low snap, handoff. Oh, and taken in the backfield.
Nowhere to go right there.
Nowhere
for
to
Bateman.
go by Bateman. That looked like that was number 44, Abel Gonzalez, senior defensive lineman for the Cougars.
Yeah, and he's been Kempner's best defensive player all night by far.
Yeah, for sure. As the clock runs down here right to 3 minutes, 36-7. Your Mustangs are in front. Butler back in the ball game. Now it's trips to the top side, near side with single receiver set. Bateman is off to his right. Looking at the sidelines, trying to get the play call they want in for this long third down. Nice quick out to oh, that's a BB good. A BB drive, still breaks the tackle,
There you go,
breaks
big
another
man.
tackle, gets all the way through, still driving.
There you go.
Big number 11, a BB gets the first down as he really only caught that ball with about 3 yards and then bumbled, stumbling out another 6 or 7 or 8. Taking guys with him. He is wreaking havoc on the field. The big man,
Absolutely.
nice catch. Dragging bodies all over the place like the Undertaker.
I know.
As he smacks the lineman on the helmet saying, thank you for the help. Now we're going to go Mustangs trips to the near side. Single receiver set up top. Bateman off to the right. Low snap. Quick again to
Right
a
back
BB.
to a BB.
Boom. He is going to lower.
Oh, my goodness.
He is going to grab that and just keep on going.
I'd love to see that for him right there.
He's, yes, back-to-back plays to number 11, Noah Abibi.
Yeah, and get him the ball.
The only thing bigger than Abibi is when he takes his helmet off, his hair. He's got him a big old bouffant. I love it.
He sure does.
And he's one of the nicest kids you're ever going to meet. His family is phenomenal. I got to coach 2 of his sisters. They're phenomenal, so great for him. Good for him. He looks a little tired out there, but he'll take it.
I was
He
just
got
about to say that,
big
Coach.
first down there, but great job by
Yeah.
Noah. All right, Friendswood Mustangs again reset. We've got doubles up top, handoff. Bateman outside, cuts it back inside. Going to get the first down a little more as he squibbles on through. Scribbles a word, and he's going to get another first down for the Mustangs, and that clock is going to reset and stop at 1:48 to the reset the sticks, and then, of course, it'll be wound. Mustangs up 36-7.
Yep, up 36-7 and marching here towards the end of the first half.
Butler looks for the plays. Again, he got doubles up top, single receiver set at the bottom, a BB in to block. Bateman to Butler's right. Very familiar set for the Mustangs. Going to quick pump fake. Oh, he's got a man up top.
Wide
Jackson
open.
Lee catches it. 10, 5, 4, 3. Give him 6. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Once again, I mean, I can't say it enough. Just such an easy throw and catch right there. What was that, Brister?
Mikey Butler's pass.
It was
Mikey Butler. There you go.
Beautiful pass by Butler. I mean, just wide open. Beautiful play right there. I don't know what the defender for Kempner was doing.
That was nice. That was just a quick pump fake by Butler, and Jackson Lee took that off to the house. Did a great job. All right, now that's going to be the kick. Up by Wilson is going to go through. That is going to take your Mustang lead to 43-7 with 1:21 still to go here in this first half. Quick shout out to my guy, Brandon Jackson. My man Jackson. Coach Jackson's there at the high school, does a great job. Again, he worked with us at the junior high. He's been out and about and around, did football with us. He coached track, cross country. He's a jack of all trades, master of none. But Mr. Jackson, we love you, son. Thank you for checking us out. Appreciate you listening tonight, as you'd be missing an exciting game, as we've had all kinds of things going on here at Mercer Stadium here on a Saturday night. Again, your Mustangs are up 43-7, 1:21 to go in the first half.
I guess we should have known this was going to be an odd game, Coach. We're playing on a Saturday.
Yes,
you
sir.
know.
Odd kickoff time, odd game.
Right.
Might as well. Might as well.
Should have known.
Yeah, for sure. Missing Kirk Lowe again, but we're exactly where we want to be on a Friday. Excuse me, I almost said it wrong. On a Saturday night with the Mustangs looking good, kicking on all cylinders,
Yep.
getting ready for the big game next week, playoffs, where it's either one and done or survive and advance.
Right.
Kind of like NCAA tournament. So keep rolling on that.
Right.
And we'll see what happens next week and hopefully keep some guys from getting hurt. But we got some guys that are playing tonight that are getting some needed minutes and some snaps and things like that. Looks like the wind may be kicking up a little bit because we're going to have Osby hold the ball for Wilson as he goes to kick. Oh, this is not Wilson kicking the ball. I apologize. Number 37. Let me see if I can get his number in kicking the ball. And he kind of kicked narrow to the ground. Picked up by number 8 on the outside. And he's going to turn the corner and taken out of bounds by number 15, Caleb Condon. Let me try to get that number real quick. But that was kind of a low kick.
Yep. You know, and it's kind of hard to get a good kickoff when you've got a guy sitting there holding it with his finger because you don't want to nail your teammate's his hand.
He probably didn't get that 10 feet off the ground. That's number 37. Was that 37? No, that was 30. Did I say 36 that kicked that ball?
I'm not entirely sure now that you mentioned it.
15-yard return.
I believe it was number 37. I think
It was either 37 or 36.
the man in the booth next to us,
If-
I believe, just said 37.
If it was 36, it was Enzo Pasquale. If it was 37, it was Jacob Garza. So we'll see. I don't know. I know Enzo kicked because his brother did. I don't remember Jacob Garza ever kicking. He played for me 7th and 8th grade. Love that guy too. But we'll see what happens as the game goes on. Try to get these numbers down. Little high snap. Mustangs. Oh, my goodness.
Swallowed
Jacob
up.
Molina. Nowheresville is what we call that.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Once again, I think Kipner's going to head into this first half with probably about close to negative 15 rushing yards.
Yeah, they haven't had really a good sledding here against the Mustang front line. Molina and Slaughter and Caleb Allen, they've really just dominated that front offensive line.
Right, and that's no surprise, right, Coach?
Yeah, they have. Absolutely not. No, that's no surprise at all. Again, appreciate you guys checking us out on this Saturday night as the clock is running, 35 seconds on the clock in this first half. Snap back, hand off, going to get outside, break a tackle or two, and then swallowed up again. Yes, sir. Caleb Condon, 15, slid in there, kind of broke the tackle there by the Kempner running back, number 5, if I'm not mistaken, it is. For Makai Jenkins, try to break that tackle. Looks like Kempner's going to be happy to let this clock tick on down. 10 seconds and counting. Your Friendswood Mustangs are going to have a huge lead. Kempner is walking off. They're going to let it ride. So that means as the buzzer goes off, your Friendswood Mustangs having a dominant first half of 43-7 against the Kempner Cougars. Again, appreciate you everybody listening in. Jacob and I will be back a few seconds here before the second half. Thank y'all for listening up, and go Mustangs.
Yes, sir.
And we are back. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the second half of the Friendswood Mustang versus Kempner Cougar football game as your Mustangs are ahead 43-7 after a great first half by the Mustangs. Jacob, what's your take back for the first half so far?
Well, my first initial thought is that was a long first half. But no, in all seriousness, my takeaways from the first half, I mean, just everything went right. It could have gone right for Friendswood. Our offense went out there, put up, with some help from the defense, of course, put up 43 points. Defense only allowed 7 points. Johnson did exactly what I thought he should have done, keeping the starters in for at least a half, and now I think we'll look to see a lot of backups and maybe even some JV players getting some minutes here as we head into the final half of the regular season here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, absolutely. Some scores of interest looking at the games that played last night, Friday night instead of Saturday. Angleton beat Crosby 13-8.
Yeah, that's an odd score right there.
Very low scoring for the Angleton Wildcats there. LaPorte beat Pasadena 56-0.
Yep.
And Kingwood Park beat Porter 28-7. This again based on the max preps.
Right, assuming that's correct.
Yeah, assuming that is correct. So you're going to have LaPorte number 1 in the district, Angleton to be second, Crosby, and then, of course, Friendswood. So next week, as Friendswood prepares using this week's game to try to get ready for the A&M Consolidated game next week, we are going to be broadcasting live down there as well. So if you want to check us out, we'll be on the MCS Sports Channel. Have that link out there for you so you can get out there and listen to. Kirk Lowe should be back next week, so Kirk, myself, and Jacob will be there broadcasting the game from College Station. And as you heard the announcement, the Cougars are getting back on the field. Both bands did great. Took a little extra time there.
Yeah,
but
did.
it was really, really nice. They did a wonderful job. Of course, some other scores of interest, at least to me. Halftime, Tennessee is beating Mississippi State 20-7. Nice score there. Oregon's up 21-10 on Maryland at the halftime. And Notre Dame is up 14-3 over Florida State. And again, Alabama, you have them up 14-3 over LSU. Oklahoma is taking a quick lead over number 24 Missouri. Penn State, number 6, is up 14-0 versus Washington. And Boise State is up 14-7 versus Nevada. We've already mentioned some of the other scores and the craziness that is college football. The schedule can say one thing. You just got to play each game each and every week, try to be 1-0 on Sundays, and it's going to be interesting to see with the 12-team playoff how that all shakes out this year.
Right. Little sidebar here. I really like the 12-team playoff.
I do too.
I thought that the 4-team playoff kind of was way too restrictive. You have a really good team lose one game, and then suddenly they're out of the playoff race, even though they might be the best team in the country. So I think by going to the 12-team format, we're going to see the best mix of the country's best teams in the competing for the national championship.
I think so too. It's going to be a lot of fun, kind of like the March Madness that we talk about with the basketball. It's going to be a good time. All right, here we go. Ready to set everything up. Hopefully we'll have a quicker first half than we had last time, but the Mustangs are ready to kick off as the Cougars are going to receive. Kind of a little poochie kick, squirmed it up. Going to be taken out again by number 8. This time cannot get outside. Good coverage there by Caleb Condon, 15. Lays the smack down, as they say, and drops number 8 at the 25-yard line.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he really put the hurt on him right there.
That was number 8, Afalabi, and I hope, again, I'm saying his name correctly. All right, the Mustang defense comes out. Looks like we may have a couple guys that are in that haven't played much, but I think for the most part, the starters are out there for the most part for the Mustangs. We do have 26 Collins. He is definitely not – he's been playing is what I'm saying. He's not just a sub. He's played quite a bit this year, number 26. Looks like Caleb Allen is out, but it's going to be a handoff up the middle to number 5, taken down by 97 Molina. Maybe a yard or nothing. That's going to be second down as the Kempner Cougars come out with a little run up the middle. Not really sure that's going to be the most effective thing for them to do with the Mustangs. But
given how that front, about 7 has been playing this whole game, really this whole season, I don't think they're going to see too much success from the run game here in the second half.
Yeah, the D-line, the D-line, the Mustangs have done a really great job. Excuse me there. So now we have twin receivers each side, running back off, set to the left.
Might have been
a high snap.
False start.
False start. The flag goes up. We've had a lot of flags tonight.
Yeah, we sure have. And they've been like kind of little petty flags, offsides, false starts. There have been a couple of personal fouls too, but
Some unsportsmanlike conducts, and
Yeah.
maybe the officials are getting paid by the hour now, no longer by the game.
You know, based off of this game, you'd probably think that were the case.
They might make more money that way on tonight's action.
Yep.
Quick shout out to John Merritt. He's the one that always does our stats for us, has done a great job for years when his boys used to play.
Right.
Still kicks us some stats. We used some earlier in the show. John, appreciate you checking us out. And, of course, let's go Mustangs. All right, Kempner back on the ball. We're going to go twin receivers to the near side, single set up top, 2 running backs, 1 offset, 1 right behind the running back. He's going to hand off up the gut to number 5, makes a little move, gets about 3 or 4 yards back of what he lost.
Yeah, and, you know, I'm not exaggerating here, Coach. I think that was Kempner's longest positive run of the game so far.
That very well could have been.
Jenkins tries the middle.
It's now going to be 3rd and 11.
Met there by Connor Collins.
Kempner's going to go twin receivers each side, single set running back, offset to the off to the left of the quarterback. Again, that little screen across the middle to the athlete number 2.
Ooh,
Fumble.
it's gonna be a
He
fumble.
caught it and dropped it in. Oh, it just goes out of bounds.
And he takes out a Kempner player on the sideline, trying to get the fumble back in bounds right there. What a play!
Yeah, Cindelier. Oh, sorry, that was Rafino diving out of bounds trying to get that ball as number 2, Luke Maxon, made the catch. And as he's running across, the ball was punched out and the ball flipped out of bounds. The Mustangs trying to dive on it real quick to get the possession back, but they cannot. It's now going to be 4th and about 8 for Kempner. They're sent on the punting unit.
Yeah, and I mean, no surprise there. You know, you're down 36 points. Might as well.
Watch for the fake, though, right?
Yeah, well, always watch the fake. Good
You
point
never
there.
know.
Good point there, Coach.
What do they got to lose?
Exactly.
All righty, back for the Mustangs deep is number 6, Jackson Lee. Going to try to get an effort here to get a good return. Snap back.
And the punt's up.
Nice punt.
Right to him.
He's going to run up to it. Good catch. Gets outside. No, one time. Oh, he got thrown down just barely. He wanted that one so bad. Number 22, Samuel Minka gets back there and kind of throws Jackson Lee, swirls him down there. I know he wanted to get some yards out of that.
Yeah.
Let's see what the Mustangs do as far as offensively is concerned. I know Coach Johnson said he wanted to get some snaps for those younger guys, especially in a game like this when we have such a big lead. But, again, you don't want to lose the flow, as we mentioned, of the normal starters going into a big playoff game next week.
You're right, and I think you would be safe, you know, getting some other players some reps right here. So hopefully that's what Coach Johnson does, and from the looks of it, that is what he's doing. I see several different players in right now.
Yes, Brister in the running back, going to hand it off to Bateman. He's going to break it outside, cut it back inside. Not going to get much. But, yes, it looks like Jackson Black, number 16, in as the wide, and Carter Ward again, number 81, if I've got those numbers correct.
Looks like they're having a T-shirt toss down in the stands.
Always something fun. Brister, number 0, is in the game, calling out the plays. Looking at the sidelines, trying to figure out what they're going to run. Now Bateman moves to the left. Handoff by, good run up the middle by Bateman. Oh, my goodness, just churning and churning and churning.
Yeah, what a hard run right there.
Josh Brister with a nice little handoff there, and Bateman's going to get the first down, getting about 12 yards on that play. My goodness, this kept on churning. Good job by him. He just runs so hard. We mentioned him in Winters each and every week. Those guys don't look to go out of bounds. They look to make a smackdown, don't they?
Right. Kind of reminds you of like a Earl Campbell type running back, huh?
No doubt.
Maybe
no
not
doubt.
as big, but.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, or as good. He was a Hall of Famer. Let's slow down on the comparisons, right? Here we go. Far side trips, near side single receiver set, running back offset. Brister fakes the handoff. Nice quick out.
Whoa,
it looked like it was.
Oh, wow, they're going to call it incomplete right there. But
they are going to pick that incomplete. The ball was a little low to Jackson Lee. And, again, number 2, Luke Maxon dives in it. From our vantage point, looked like he caught it, but we're not sitting right there. It's now going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Mustangs.
And
another offside. It's going to be a free play. Brister's going to fire it over there, get it to Jackson Lee. Going to make a quick move, get outside, and still going to fall down there. Going to be enough for the first down. I would assume the Mustangs would decline that because it looks like it got more than 10 yards.
Yep.
We have offsides on the defense. That definitely declined.
And it should be. It got more yards than we would have gotten with the penalty.
It is decline.
It is decline. He was holding, as they say. All right, here we go. And, again, set twin up top, single receiver bottom. Bateman is to the right of Brister. Big Josh Brister, number 0, is in the ball game. Looks like Sam St. Jean, number 40, is in as the H-back. Another redhead, by the way.
Oh, right on.
And again, Brakeman goes back and forth from Brister. Snap. Nope, fake the handoff. Brister's going to get outside, try to make a move up the middle, get and break 1 tackle, 2 tackle, 3 tackles, and he falls forward and getting about 5 yards when really he had nothing on that.
Right, yeah.
Ended up getting 5 good yards out of that play.
Yeah, great job by Brister right there, making something out of nothing on that run. It looked like they had him about a yard back in the backfield, and he ended up getting, like you said, about long 4 on that play right there.
For sure. Near side, twin, single receiver set up top. Again, looks like number 81, Carter Ward. Brister looking at the sideline, trying to get the calls. You know, just being able to get the calls in and out in a game situation is something that Brister, I'm sure, has worked on a lot, but it's just something he's done a really good job with this year when he gets his opportunities.
Absolutely.
Little low snap, going to hand that off to Bateman. Oh, and he gets taken down quickly by 14, trying to strip the ball from him.
Yeah, and, you know, it's hard for me to say up here from the booth, but it looked like the ref might have missed a face mask penalty right there. But
you can almost tell by the way he was tackled, but we really can't tell. And I don't have – no, it was number 14, Trayshawn Wiley with the tackle. Again, near side, double, single receiver set up top. Bateman's on the right of Brister. Too many B's. Butler, Brister, Bateman. Too many. Yeah.
It's a bit of a tongue twister, huh?
Yeah, the killer bees from the Astros days, you know.
Right.
Bateman again is on Brister's right, left. Snap, fake pocket kind of collapses, but goes up top. Good catch.
Wow.
3, 2, 1, walks it in. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Wow, you know, and last week it kind of seemed like it was Mickey's turn to catch all the touchdowns, and this week it's been Jackson Lee catching the touchdowns. I believe that's, what, 3 for him now? That
is a nice play. The pocket kind of collapsed a little bit. Brister stood in there strong. Needed a couple extra seconds, stayed in there, fired that ball to Jackson Lee. He broke a little tackle, tiptoed, stepped around, what have you, into the end zone for a Mustang touchdown.
Right, and now pending this extra point, it will be 50-7 Mustang. Oh,
it
wow.
is blocked.
I just jinxed it. Wow.
Way to go, Coach. Start calling you Coach Rich from now on, man. You can't be jinxing it.
I know. I should have known the announcer's jinx.
Well, that's still going to make the score. Your Mustangs 49 to Kempner's 7. It's going to be nice to have a 42-point lead going in to the game. Can call different plays. I can try something I normally don't try.
Right,
I can
exactly
play kids that I normally don't play. I can do some things when I have a lead and a cushion that I can practice on a few things, and that may help us out as we get on to the playoffs next week.
No, you're absolutely right. It affords you a lot of flexibility with everything you just mentioned. So great position to be in. You know, it's always nice to be up by 42 points, right? But especially the final week of the season, you know, kind of as a perfect opportunity to tune up for the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of use these minutes because, you know, you're one play away from being in the game.
Exactly.
You know, Mikey got hurt earlier this year, Butler, and Josh had to come in. I'm sure he's got tons of reps in practice. Still not the same thing when you are used to playing on a Thursday night in front of your mom and dad. You
Right.
are now playing on a Friday night in front of the band, the cheerleaders, the Wranglerettes, everybody's parents, all that stuff. So it does make a big difference.
Right.
So we're, you know, I guess we're grateful for those snaps, but we're not wanting anybody to get hurt, of course. So.
Of course.
All right, as we're resetting the scene, it is 6:11, a much faster quarter
Thus
than we
far,
had
yeah.
in the first. Your Mustangs are up again 49-7, kicking off to Kempner. Now, the last couple times we've had a kickoff, been run back, but a penalty, and then he
Right.
stepped out of bounds. I would not kick it to number 9. That is me channeling my coachiness from up top.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there, Coach. And they don't kick it to number 9.
They do not. But he kicks it up anyway.
It somehow ends up in his hands still.
He gets outside, breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2 tackles, but not this time. It's 37, Jacob Garza ends up making the play.
Yeah, and I mean, we got a good stop right there, but I mean, number 9 showed why he's such a dangerous returner. It took 3 Mustangs to bring him down on the kick right there.
Yeah, absolutely, and that was a good job by him trying to hang on that football. Looks like we had several Mustangs trying to knock it out, but that is Jacob Garza, number 37, getting the kicks, kind of getting to practice those in this varsity set. Doesn't look like Wilson will be kicking off anymore.
Yeah, and I mean, smart, you know, save his leg
for
what
sure.
it's worth.
For sure.
And it is 49-7 Friendswood here with 6 minutes left in the third.
All right, Kempner comes out with near side doubles, top side single receiver. Got a pistol formation for the 2 running backs. It is going to be not a handoff, thrown over into the flats to number 2 again, Maxson. He's going to bowl over and make about 7 yards as he gets over to near the 40-yard line. 27, I believe, is Austin Kane getting in the mix and making a play there. Trying to get the ball in the hands of Luke Maxson, number 2, again listed as an athlete just on the depth chart for the Cougars.
Yeah, and you know, once again, I'm not trying to be dramatic here, Coach, but I think that's the first time that little kind of swing pass to the running back in the backfield has been completed here by Kempner.
I think so as well. Again, they're going to go doubles near side, single receiver set up top. I'd be careful watching if I'm going. Oh, and here comes the Mustangs. Garrison McElwain was coming in on blitz. Handoff number 5, breaks it outside, gets outside to speed. He's at the 45, the 40, the 35, the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10. Cut back again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Kempner.
Wow, what a run right there by Kempner.
Man.
I mean, Friendswood's defense brought the pressure, and unfortunately, you know, it looked to me like the Friendswood defense overloaded to one side, and he was able to break free and break off a long touchdown like that.
Well, you know, Kempner's got some speed on when they get those guys out there. If they break it to the outside, they got a few guys that are skilled out there. I said a few, that sounded rude. I apologize. They got some skills, guys, getting the ball out there. That was number 5, nice run. Makai Jenkins on that. Great little run by them. Good blocking up front. So, you know, the game's not over. I know we have a surmountable lead, but you got to keep playing these games all the way through. The snap is up, the kick is up. Kind of tipped, it looked like.
Wow.
Oh, and it barely made it over.
Just barely right there, Coach.
By a hair, as they say. So that gives your Mustangs the lead 49-14 over the Kempner Cougars. Nice little drive by Kempner. Got to give him some credit.
Absolutely. And, you know, and that brings me back to what we were talking about earlier. You know, I don't really want to think about it, but think about how much different this game could be if a couple key penalties hadn't been called against Kempner.
Yeah,
we've got a punt return touchdown, a kick return touchdown wiped off the board, plus a surprise onside kick to start the game. So, you know, of course, we'll take it as Mustang supporters, but, you know, just something to think about, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt. No doubt. That's going to make the score again 49-14 with 5:04 in this third quarter. Kempner's going to kick off to the Mustangs. You know, it's interesting to see that each and every week, what you got to do, the records really don't really matter. You got to throw those things out. We just mentioned earlier before halftime began that Angleton, who's been smoking every single person,
Zate teed up for the Cougars.